Yo, 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 what is up, y'all? Welcome back to another wild episode of Topject. I am your boy, Johnny, and of course, I got the whole crew here with me, also in Rogue in the building. Say what's up, guys.
Hey, how
How's it
are
going,
you?
everyone?
Yo, all right, you already know how we do chaos opinions and a whole lot of facts that we probably Googled in the last, like, maybe 5 minutes ago. So,
I'm
30
still on
seconds.
Google.
you're still in Google. All right. Sweet. So, we have our we're gonna kick it off with the off topics, of course, or hot topics, which that's breaking the internet this week. So we have 17-year-olds, 17-year-old autistic boy with the police. We're talking about tariffs as well, and also the new Minecraft movie breaking the internet and not the way how you expect it.
I don't
Ooh.
I don't feel safe going to the movie theaters anymore.
Ooh. Oh, I haven't heard this. Oh, I'm excited for that.
Oh yeah.
But then we're going to be going into also conspiracy corner, and we're going to be talking about a very, very famous U.S. Air Force base.
Ooh, that's exciting. Let's
Mhm.
go. Sweet. So yeah, go ahead and grab your popcorn, grab your snacks, Doritos, whatever you use to eat to snack while watching us.
But make sure you're protected with that tinfoil hat. You never know who's trying to take over your brains.
I think it's
That's true.
the government right now. So
Oh man, I guess I need my tempo hat. All right, well let's get the show on the
All
road.
right, let's do this.
On track, now we gon' way up. W's as easy as a layup. Fucking late, stay up, stay up. Counting all the way up. Count blessings, yeah, you know we pray up, pray up, pray up. On track, now we gon' way up, way up. Now we gon' way up, now we going. On track, now we gon'.
Sweet, sweet, sweet. All right. So, what is up with this news that we have going on? Like, so this news is coming out of Idaho, where I don't know if you guys have heard about this, where there's this 17-year-old autistic boy that had a really bad encounter with police. It's really bad. It's really sad. So we're gonna kick off with this, sad story first because it's like it's kind of sad. I mean, if it first starts off where this family is dealing with this autistic kid, so they come outside. This kid, like, he's not a verbal kid, and
Mm,
he actually has a knife with him. So he's not, from outside of the, I guess you want to call it, like, the realm or the world of, like, of this
autistic.
family.
Oh.
It kind of seemed like this kid is attacking this family, but in reality, he's not. And so the kid, like, the family's trying to take the knife away from this kid, before he hurts himself or whatever. Neighbor calls the cops, like, hey, there's this guy that's actually, like, he looks like he's on drugs, maybe drunk. He's holding a knife. He's following this family around. You guys need to come and check it out. So police come and everything, and then of course, so this is inside the property. It's all fenced around. Their yard is fenced, and police come outside the fence already with guns and tells the 17-year-old kid, autistic kid, drop your weapon, drop your weapon. This kid he can't even walk well. He tries to stand up. When he stands up, 2 steps in, 12 shots to the body.
What?
what?
Yes. It is the
No
most,
questions asked.
no questions asked. And you could tell the family's like, no, no, no. Like, they're screaming, they're
Oh.
yelling. And then this kid, like, has a hard time standing up, takes 2 steps in, and 12 shots. Boom, 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 boom,
But
boom,
he
boom,
was
boom.
in his home.
Yeah. Yeah. I
I
mean,
have
at least pull
questions
out a
for that.
taser,
I have questions for that neighbor. Like, seriously, how long have these people lived there and he doesn't know the people living around this area?
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah.
He
And
should have
it's like,
checked on the neighbor.
and it's the saddest thing ever. And it's like, oh my gosh, like, here, I have videos on this. So let's
I don't know
take
if
a
I
look
want
at
to
the
watch.
video. All right, can you guys see it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was in Looneyville, but it's like a community.
Mm-hmm.
Witness video captured Idaho police officers opening fire on an autistic teenager behind a fence as he walked towards them with a knife.
That's a lot of cops.
17-year-old
my.
Victor Perez, described by his family as nonverbal, autistic, and intellectually disabled, was hospitalized in critical condition and had 9 bullets removed from his body and his leg amputated, according to his aunt. A witness said in a 911 call that Perez was chasing a man and woman in a backyard while wielding a kitchen knife. When police arrived, Perez was on the ground, according to the witness.
You gotta be kidding me.
I'm watching from out back. Yep, they're all there.
Perez stood up and walked
Oh, look,
towards the
like the
officers
parent
with
saying,
the
like,
knife
no,
in
no.
his hand. Then officers shot repeatedly.
Look at the mom saying no.
There is no indication the police were aware of the boy's conditions.
I know the position of the police, but only one can at least stop him. If you have to shoot, okay, only one. But what the heck? What was that? 9 bullets. They took 9 bullets out of that kid.
Pocatello Police Chief Roger Shea addressed the incident.
In situations like this, officers must make decisions in seconds. They assess threats not just to themselves, but to those nearby. In this case, 2 individuals were within a few feet of an armed, non-compliant individual. The risk was immediate and the situation rapidly evolving.
Shea said he would not
gonna
answer
call
questions
bullet
about the shooting
BS or
because
whatever
of an
it is.
investigation being conducted.
Say what?
I'm gonna call BS because they could have stepped back. There's a fence between them.
Yeah, right. There was a whole
Mhm.
freaking fence in between them,
Mhm.
and
They're
I
the
mean,
ones that are rushing the kid. Like, step back
Yeah.
and say, "Hey, buddy, what's going on?"
Neg-
I'm sorry. If this was a white guy, they would have treated this different. But he's
interrogate, ask questions. You know, don't just start yelling like, "Drop the weapon, drop." It's not like if this kid is like has another gun. You know what I mean?
yeah. And then you could see in the background the mom saying, like, with her hands, like, "Stop, stop, stop!" Like, why didn't they come in and say, "Hey, what's going on, buddy? Like, relax." Again, if it was a white guy, it would have been treated differently.
Mhm.
Exactly. And this is where like everything is just like, oh my gosh, it's like it's bad, man. And so yeah, this is going all over the web. I mean, they're
Conducted
on
by the East Idaho
they're like the police are like on administrative leave right now, so they're suspended.
Go back a second
Critical
because
Incident Task.
there's a flat.
Right
Go
here?
back. Okay, look what it says. Dominate your battles. Look at that. Like,
Well,
really,
dominate your
you're-
battlefield.
Your battlefield, lead
Yeah.
and win.
come on. Like, is that what we want a police officer to think
There were-
about in the first
there-
place?
That well, nothing was dominated. You know, it was like, you know, it's kind of like, I don't know if you ever seen a SpongeBob episode where like SpongeBob gets he interrogates what's his name, Mr. Krabs, because he thinks that Mr. Krabs is a robot, and so he slaps first and then asks the questions. You know, it's the same scenario here. I mean, they shot
Yeah.
first, then ask questions.
Okay, what was going on? We need to get this one to the hospital before we answer. But you can see the parent or the woman's hands like up, like wait, and it's like,
Yeah,
I'm sorry, they were in danger against a knife. Don't they have like bulletproof vests? And there was a gate in between them, and they could have stepped back. All of them rushed in there, guns
Yeah.
blazing.
But everybody started shooting up.
Yeah.
Why? Why did
Instead of pulling out
everybody
a
start
taser,
shooting
you
up?
know, it's like it's not like the kid could go right through the freaking fence.
Yeah,
You know, and it was high enough to jump it. Like it wasn't high enough to
no,
jump it in one blow. You know, you'd have to climb a little bit to jump.
I don't know. What was the last name?
Of the kid,
Hmm.
Harris.
let's see. Go back and or press play.
By. In this case, 2 individuals were within a few feet of an armed, non-compliant individual. The risk was immediate and the situation rapidly evolving.
Shea said he would not answer questions about the shooting because of an investigation being conducted by the East Idaho Critical Incident Task Force. The Pocatello Police Department did not immediately respond to CNN's request for comment.
Yeah,
sorry.
so
I hope
it's
the
the most
neighbor.
ridiculous thing ever.
I hope the neighbor has to carries this with his conscience.
Yeah,
Like,
and the worst part, and and the worst part is that you know to going towards what Jessica's saying, the honest right, why so many bullets. There shouldn't have been these many bullets. I mean, I know the aunt said 9 bullets, but it was actually 12 bullets that
Mhm.
was yeah, that was shot. And these because of these shots, this kid leg was amputated. And so he was in very bad critical condition, fighting for his life. Leg got amputated, and then now, as of 2 or 3 hours ago, um, this kid is now brain dead. So they're gonna pull the plug over the weekend, and
Oh.
he's gone. He's gonna be gone, which makes it sad.
what's up with asking questions? It's like, hey, buddy, what's going on? Like, talk to me.
Yeah,
Why do they have to go guns blazing?
yeah. They shouldn't have. Like, did you see the height of that fence towards the end? Like when that guy was leaning towards it, like it was chest high, man.
I don't know. They should sue. The family should sue.
They really should.
Yeah.
They really should. And that kind of makes me wonder now, like now that this incident has happened. I mean, they're gonna this is nationwide. I mean, they're in Idaho, we're here in Utah. I mean, this thing blew all over TikTok.
Do you guys think that we're gonna start seeing these cases more frequently?
I think, and I'm hoping we learned because of this. I mean, be smart of your surroundings. Like, if I would have pulled up, I mean, I guess it's different when you're a police officer, because you have to treat every situation like a threat.
I
But
know I know a police officer we can call.
we should probably bring them over and just kind of
Yeah.
like criticize the crap out of them.
Yes. Like, why are you teabagging all these people, your neighbors? That story is gonna be an interesting one to bring up.
Yeah,
No.
no, but I mean, it's not fair to the kid. It's not fair to the family. I mean, like tomorrow, I think at 9 a.m., the whole community is gonna get together and put candles around the house and just kind of like in memory of this kid, because they're gonna pull the plug. And I mean, it's sad.
Yeah.
But whatever happened to like communication? Like, hey, what's going on here? Let's talk about this. What's going?
Yeah,
They came out running. What is it with sitting in their car and be like, hey, buddy, you okay? What's going on? Like,
I mean, one of them rolled up with the shotgun. I don't know if you saw that.
no, I didn't.
Yeah,
Mm-mm,
one of
yeah.
them had a freaking shotgun, and he was just like, while everybody had their handguns, this guy pulls up with the shotgun, and he's like, this guy's going down," without
But
even
if it,
telling them what's
They
going
already had
on.
it in mind.
Yeah,
yeah,
It's like, were they
yeah,
all bored and they needed some action? What the heck?
yeah. And so,
probably. It's a small. I mean, I guess Pocatello is a big city.
It
You,
is,
you
but
can.
there's probably no crime.
yeah,
Hmm.
and
I
so
re-
they see their first action moment, and they think they're like
Hmm.
LAPD, and
Hmm.
and
I
it's so
remember
scary.
when I was in college up here in Utah, my roommates had like just an argument. And it's while I was asleep and I wake up to go to the bathroom.
Yeah,
And there's 9 police officers because both of my roommates were arguing. And I'm like, what? Why are there so many police officers here? And
yeah,
mind you, it was like a college dorm. And it's like 9 police officers for 2 white guys arguing. And I asked them, it's like, did you guys not have anything to do tonight? So it's
yeah,
like, and they asked me, they're like, well, did you hear them arguing? It's like, no, I just woke up to go to the bathroom and then I see all you guys here. And it's like, I don't know. That was a psycho roommate that we had back then. But it's like, I don't know.
yeah. No, this is ridiculous, and I hope that they seek justice, and just kind of
Hmm.
like,
Why is there no training?
I mean, there is training, but I mean, when one police officer takes it to the extreme, of course the other police officers are going to back them up.
But why? It's like 9 police officers shouldn't be shooting. It's like, okay, one of you guys like sit back, we'll cover you, let's figure out what's going on, let's de-escalate the situation. They all ran up to this kid and shot him.
Yeah,
No words were exchanged at all.
No, and you could tell that the family members were just like, "No, no, no, it's okay, like please, please, we got this." And but police officers didn't listen. They just went straight to the action and just, unalived this kid.
I hope this family sues for everything that the Pocatello police officers have. Like,
Yeah.
Do you guys think that in a different neighborhood, this story would have been
oh,
different?
yes, white neighborhood. No, it's like, hey, buddy, what's going on? Talk to me, buddy. No,
Yeah, they'll
it would
probably
have been
sit next to him and be like, "Hey, yo, just give me the knife, man. Just like, what's going on?" you know? But I mean, yeah, this is just wild. It really is, unfortunately. But
It's crazy the world we live in, where instead of us trusting our police force, we're scared of them.
yeah. And then this kid was even having a hard time standing up, and he took 2 steps, just barely 2 steps, and 12 shots. So it was no, it was crazy and wild. Like the phone call, I was listening to the phone call of this 911 phone call, and the guy that called was just like, yeah, there's a guy that's following a guy and a lady with a knife. He looks like he's on drugs. He may be drunk, but I think he's on drugs. You guys may want to come out and check this out because I think this is gonna go really bad fast. And so the cops came in, with that mentality, like, oh crap, these guys are being chased with the guy with the knife.
Mm. That's so they came in heated, like
Mhm.
ready to take action, but
Ready to
it's
take it. Yeah. So it's all, and quite honestly, I think it's just the way how this. And he was, I don't know if he was a neighbor or just a bystander, like eyewitness or something. But I mean, for this guy to like, um, you know, I would have asked questions versus calling the cops right away because you don't know the situation. I mean, like, if I see this kid, like, I don't know, if I would have seen someone that could barely even walk, with a knife, I would just walk. I'm like, hey, you guys okay? Especially if it's a fenced area, I wouldn't mind walking up, like, hey, you guys are okay? Like, is this
Mhm.
is this guy trying to hurt you or something? And they're like, oh no, 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 like he's autistic, like it's fine, we don't need to call police or anything. Then I'll be like, oh, okay, okay, you guys are family, so you guys know what's going on, then just kind of walk
It-
away, but just immediately assume, like, hey,
the
this guy's
worst.
trying to kill these people, yeah, or unalive these people. Y'all need to
Well,
bring cops
especially
here.
because do you see like I'm assuming it's the mom, but you see like a person like walking towards the police, like no, 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 like
Yeah.
stop, whatever. It's like if the kid was a threat with a knife, how is this person next to him like walking, talking to us just fine if he really was a threat?
Yeah, exactly. And so, but yeah, unfortunately, like he's now brain dead, and they're gonna pull the plug over the weekend. And yeah,
Bro.
he's done for.
Mm.
But
it's crazy because I was just googling like police officer talks down, and there's so many of those different videos of that same thing. It's
mhm,
like, I don't know. I don't know.
yeah,
Like, how many people have to be unalive for the system to change?
mhm,
When all the minorities are on the line.
The sad part is the minorities are having babies left and right, and the non-minorities can't even have one. So it's like, I
I
don't know.
mean, technically, the minorities are white because they're 7% of the earth. Of the minorities are the
maybe
other
maybe
93%.
maybe that's what they have against us. It's like
Yeah,
we
yeah.
just look at somebody, it's like, bam, pregnant. And they'll keep looking, nothing.
I can attest to that. Yeah, yeah, I'm living
Yeah.
proof.
Let's not talk about your 9 kids.
I mean,
I
both of you
don't.
are like living proof. You guys are like just by
Yeah.
yourselves, man. You guys are populating the world, man. It's
You're welcome, world. You're welcome.
It does say in the Bible to replenish, so we took it to heart.
y'all took it seriously, man.
Somebody had to.
Oh man, but anyways, in another news, man. We have
It's just
like this.
sad still.
Yeah, we have like these crazy tariffs going on. Like, I mean,
Oh yeah.
Talk
so
about jokes, 140%. Like, come on,
Jews.
Wait,
So
what?
yeah. So
140.
yeah, so um, the U.S. now tariff China 145% now, which China. So
China's backfiring.
China
125.
China. Well, the reason why is because China backfired. That's why we did the 145%. And they're the only country that retaliated, and all the countries that did not retaliate and went into negotiation, all the tariffs got paused for 90 days. And
But they
so
still have all of them have a 10% tariff.
yeah, correct. All of them still have a 10% tariff, but I mean, it's still better than what they were before, like 20% and plus, right?
Yeah.
And so, but China's the only one that retaliated, and so that's why we're at 100 and 80
140.
185% is
40.
what I said. No, oh, sorry, 140%, 145%. And so, and as of Monday, markets crashed globally,
Bad.
which it was really bad. And I mean, it was good in a sense for those who invest in stocks and everything, because now it's a buyer's market. And I wish I would have bought on Monday, because now I'm over here, man, like thinking like, man, I would have been rich if I would have bought some stocks. And I'm over here beating myself up for it. I'm like, dang it, I'm totally missed out on that. I like, and but China, since China retaliated that Tuesday, Trump goes, all right, so we'll go ahead and pause everybody's tariffs and just tariff everybody 10%, and then China, we're just going to do 145%. And
When
so
when you think about it in a world point of view, everybody everybody in the world except Russia and the US, they're trying to work together with each other. Like
mhm.
Canada supports Mexico, Mexico supports Canada, Vietnam supports China, Japan. There's like it's a neighborhood, Mr. Rogers' neighborhood, where they support each other. I wonder how the world is gonna think, and it's like, okay, you know what? We don't need the US. Like, let's just work together. I wonder if this would backfire.
No, it's not. So it's actually not backfiring, because right now, ever since the 60s, I want to say about the 60s, um the US have been pretty much getting screwed with all these countries taking so much advantage of the US and the goods. Um and
They
so it got to the
were charging us, right? Like they were charging the US tariffs, but we weren't charging them
not
for
as much.
their.
Yeah,
Mhm.
we were charging tariffs, but not as much as what they were charging us.
Oh, okay, okay,
Hmm.
okay.
And
Yeah, I thought
so
we
and
weren't
so
charging them.
yeah, and so I mean, tariffs always existed, but like
Yes.
it got to the point where like US didn't really care about charging more tariffs to other countries up until now. But because of that, the US have gotten screwed over so many times. I mean, it got to the point where, and this is why we're breaking China, because China comes in, we're not charging that much tariffs. They come in, take our technology, make it their own, and sell it right back to us at at a much cheaper price.
I was
And
listening
so,
to the
huh?
radio today
Yeah.
about China, how they have a plan for 2025 to be like self-sustaining, like take over all the markets, pharmaceuticals, bioengineering, tech, and they are getting ahead of us.
Yeah. And that's because they're stealing all of our stuff. And and just making it cheaper, making it I don't want to say better, but it's pretty much the same as what we're doing. And because of that reason, it's the reason why, China thinks that they could go to war with us, but in reality they cannot. The US is the biggest consumer that China has. So
But
that's like saying if I had a business and I go to my richest customer and be like, "Hey, uh I'm gonna if you don't buy this, I'm gonna charge you more." I mean, my customer is gonna be like, "You know what? Well, screw you. I'm gonna go somewhere else where I could find it better and cheaper."
Mhm.
And so,
the only time we've had this, actually, they weren't this high. They were lower. It was in the Great Depression. They're higher
Yeah.
than the Great Depression. So it's like,
Mhm.
you got to think about what you got to do to be self-sustained. Like I
mhm.
think about my family and my kids. Like, I don't want the Great Depression to happen.
No, absolutely not.
We're gonna have to end up paying the price for the tariffs. It's not gonna go to the companies. It's not gonna go to the government. We as the consumers will have to pay for it. And
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
it's
and
like,
that's the crappy part about it. And the whole plan is pretty much to get the businesses out of China and to move out to countries that are actually negotiating with us. If they don't want to come to the
Mhm.
US, fine. It's fine. But, at least, they're going to other countries that we're actually negotiating, and it's going to be actually helping out like the other countries. Like, for example, you have Taiwan, that will be helping out. You have people like out in the European countries. And so,
the European
these
countries are getting ready to fight back like China, though.
yeah, they are, but I mean they can't afford it. They cannot afford it. I mean, Europe is, it's like the European countries cannot afford to retaliate, because if they do, I mean, they're not as strong as China. China could still fend for themselves, but they're not as strong as China. And if they choose to retaliate, oh man, it's going to be game over for them. Like their stock markets, like their market, everything in general is just going to crash, like really bad.
Yeah, but still, like you think about us, we have to pay for this man's decisions. He's just gonna go play golf, and we're gonna have to pay $20 per egg, and it's like,
Well, not really, because I mean, the eggs is not really an international thing. That's a national thing.
Yeah,
which is
that's like
also a
the
lie.
bird
Like,
flu.
really, the
The
blue
bird
fruit?
flu.
Yeah, really? I don't know.
But anyways, like with these businesses, like leaving these high tariff places, it's actually going to benefit us.
But
Um,
is it us or is it corporate greed? Because they decide to leave. Like
mhm.
that's the thing is they leave the US to make the things cheaper in other countries. Like you see all the automotive companies, they're going to Mexico. They're going to different countries because it's cheaper to build the vehicles out there than here in our own backyard. Even if we dig up trees and iron, it's still going to be cheaper to do it somewhere else because it costs us an arm and a leg. So corporations get greedy and they want to extend their profit margins, so they move out. It's like,
Mhm.
how are we going to get things back in the US? Because we can't control corporate greed.
Well, that's what I was saying. Like, say they don't come back to the U.S. and they go to another country that don't have those high tariffs. I mean,
Mhm.
there's it's still going to be benefits to us. I mean, the whole point, like, it's not really to harm businesses outside of the U.S. It's mainly because these countries, like the people in the political world, they're trying to screw the U.S. over. I mean,
And the
look,
U.S. is just pretty much trying to get even. Like, hey, like we've
yeah,
been
well,
getting screwed over with you guys charging me more taxes or tariffs,
But
and
even the small businesses, they're not going to survive this tariff war. A lot of the small businesses are going to die or unalive or close because they can't afford to buy different tariff, different materials, because there is going to be the 10% tariff.
well, we don't know that, because they go to out these countries because they don't have to really pay big taxes. They don't have to really pay a lot. So
But they
these
need
guys
the
are
supplies.
greedy with money, and so they're gaining money. So they could easily move out of the country that with high tariffs.
Small
You know what I mean?
businesses.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Yeah, and even with the smaller businesses, say they do y- stuff like outside of this country, like say for example, a small business out in China, I mean, small businesses out of China that I mean, if the only thing I could see is maybe like exporting things, but if they do everything online, which most small businesses do everything online, because if whenever it's international, because if it's like a small mom and pop, it's usually just a restaurant within your own city,
I know,
or
but they're
something
gonna go.
locally,
I
you
know,
know.
but they still need food from Mexico, like products like that we don't grow. They're not gonna survive. There's a lot of businesses, mom and pops businesses, whether it's catering, like cakes,
Yeah,
donuts,
but it's but
restaurants.
it's but it's locally though, so it's not something that would affect us
They
directly
will,
or them. Like, but I mean, in that case, then I mean, if it's in China, then China needs to,
but no,
stop
like the small businesses,
retaliating.
mom and pops, they have nothing to do with China. It's like they need supplies from
I mean,
like
if they're local, yeah, they have 100% to deal with China if they're
how
local.
how
If they're okay, so for example, if they're restaurants, that's local. If they have like a retail store, that's local. You know,
restaurants depend on meat from sometimes Japan, Mexico.
but yeah,
Some of
but
the meat
they
comes
don't
from
they don't
Peru,
have high tariffs with those countries.
but still, the
So
price will go up. And
possibly,
and we know even when COVID happened, a lot of restaurants died because their margins of income is so slow.
I mean that's from what we saw here in the U.S. And
But I'm
so,
saying here in our economy, the small mom and pops are going to suffer.
uh, I honestly don't think they will. Not as bad as what everybody pans it out to be.
Well, look at COVID. A lot of them closed because there was no people there.
Yeah, because people were afraid to go out.
I know, but even 1 or 2 months of people not showing up, a lot of restaurants closed. Imagine if they constantly have to pay tariffs, it's going to be harder for them to survive.
Yeah, well, a lot of the taros would be mainly on like the technology side. Like for example, like the iPhone 17 that's coming out, it's over $2,000 if I'm not mistaken. So I
Mm-hmm.
mean, we're talking about technology, that
A
you know
lot of
that
our
that, that
medicine comes from China.
mm, somewhat. Um, we actually hold on. Let me see. I have
And then, like, most of our
here.
vegetables and
I- I'll,
stuff
I'll
like
I'll
that come from Mexico.
I'll tell you like the five imports
The
slash
major
exports,
ones.
the major ones. So this is U.S. exports to China. So 9% goes to soybeans. Okay, 8% goes to aircraft and engines. This is us sending to China.
Hmm.
4% go to integrated circuits. 4% pharmaceuticals. So we're the ones that are supplying pharmaceuticals to China, not them to us. And then 3% petroleum. And then China exports to us smartphones, so that's 9%, laptops, which is 7%, batteries, 3%, toys, 2%, and telecom equipment, which is another 2%.
What's telecom?
Just like
Um,
telecommunication things,
yeah,
right?
yeah, it's like communication things, like maybe walkie-talkies, for example,
What are
or
the
Mm-hmm.
5 things that the EU sends us?
I don't have that yet. I
Oh,
haven't really researched that, but yeah. So the source is you could get this source on the U.S. International Trade Commission. So this is directly from a very resourceful uh, website. So I mean, other than technology, China really doesn't. I mean, we could get technology elsewhere, and
but how do
so
we get them all to change?
well,
Because
that's what I'm saying. Like, because like for example, like the Apple. Um, Apple is made in different parts of the world, so that's not
Mm-hmm.
necessarily all in China, right? But like
no, but
the
if they
main
bypass China, how do we get them to change? Because I remember like one of our first episodes we were looking at like one person does the screen, one person does the battery, one country does this, and it's like how do we get them to bypass China?
yeah, I mean, we tariff the crap out of them and have them move out.
All of them.
I mean,
Become the 52 state.
these are like billion trillionaire companies. I mean, they have the money to move out. You
But they
know,
roll it out to us, so we're gonna pay what, $3,000 for an iPhone?
for an iPhone now. So you
Yeah, I
know,
bubble wrapped mine, so it's like, oh, this thing's better last for 4 more years. So,
yeah, I accidentally cracked my
oh no!
my lens. No, but it's protected, bro. It's
Oh,
protected.
okay.
So I need to swap it out like to another protector. But yeah, no,
No.
it's protected. I was pretty sad. I'm like, oh man, I'm so glad I protected my screen, or not my screen, my lens.
Nah.
Yeah.
Oh, it is crazy to think about all this. Like, I tried to ignore it. It's like, you know what? I gotta be self-sustained, and I gotta get very
Mhm.
ready for another depression. Like, luckily, I have
Yeah.
land, and I have farm, and
I don't think we're gonna go through another one. I mean, we were
Mm-mm.
really close on Monday, which I was thinking, I'm like, oh my gosh, we're gonna go through another
we were that
recession.
close.
We were that
No
close,
way.
What?
but ever since the pause and the negotiations with all the other countries, market went up. Like
It's
everything is like we're on the top
Um,
part of it.
it's just
Yeah,
sad for me
look
to
at it.
think.
Go
It's just
research it.
sad for me to think that anything that triggers this president can just get him to tweet and say, "That's it. The whole world's getting 190% tariffs." I just fear that he will rage tweet something, and then the Republicans will be like, "Okay, he said it. It's law now." That's
Yeah.
what worries me the most. His temper.
Yeah, but you gotta remember too though that like everything he
He's a
says
child.
will not always be will not always be done because we still have to go through Congress. So
No,
even though
but
he's the
right now the
president,
Republicans are like afraid to tell him no. It's like a child throwing a tantrum, and the Republicans are the mom and the dad are like, "Okay, mijo, cálmate, mijo. It's okay." It's
he's a
like, come
candy.
on. Yeah, that was how it feels. Instead of being like, you know what, time out, go to the corner. It's not like that. It's like, okay, the president put in law, let's do it. It's
Yeah.
like I was reading an article. You guys know Anne Frank, right?
Hmm.
Okay, so the people that like turned her in were just following the law. We look at ICE, people that turned them in were just following the law. And it's like, what's going to keep this man from creating laws that benefit his rich friends? Because look, they're using the White House for Tesla commercials.
best Tesla
Yeah.
commercial ever.
The best test.
But it's like, come on, like the White House is not used for your friends. So
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just,
Let's go Tesla.
yes, let's go
It's the
Tesla.
Tesla.
But
Oh
it's like that's
gosh.
what worries me is that one of these tantrums is going to make him create chaos, and he's going to go off and play golf. Well, the whole United States has to figure out how to figure the world out because he threw a tantrum.
Yeah, no, and like the way how we got to see is like the bigger picture. I mean, we were past due for a good reset, and you know, and like even though it may seem that we might for a
Well,
minute there we kind of were heading to another recession, but it was all like strategic planning,
well,
and it's a
wh-
crappy strategic planning.
when
But
Biden left it, the economy was bouncing back.
was it really though?
Mhm.
I honestly don't think it
Pull
was.
pull the facts of how Biden left the economy.
I
Dude,
think that for either party, for either term, it takes some time for you to see
Yeah,
it's
because
like what
2
the
years.
4 years,
happens.
like unemployment was that what at 4%,
Yeah.
and now it's back at, well, technically Trump fired everybody in the government, so it's just skyrocketed.
Well, with
So it's already fucking
With
higher.
Trump's market manipulations, did you guys see how much
Yeah,
all his buddies made?
yeah. Everybody, all his friends made a ton of money
Holy
because
crap,
they knew
bro.
how to play the system,
Yeah, I mean, I'm part of
Well,
his
it's
friends
insider
group.
trading. That's
and
really
that's
why he's doing it, and he's being
against the
such.
law.
Yeah, but he's doing it, and he's being so. I don't know what's the right word. Like very, like he doesn't care. He's saying it out loud. Like he's gloating about him being
Yeah, it's
how
like
he's being.
the rich get richer and the poor can't afford eggs.
Jesus Christ! But how many billions does his friends just make overnight? It's
Well,
insane.
Yeah, I
how
made a
much did
lot.
Elon put into the presidency to get him voted?
I mean,
Well,
that's
he,
just
he put
rumors,
in just
though.
enough. He just put in just enough to get elected as the president.
And then was it you, Johnny Boy, that shared us the Russian robots that were telling us to support or fight on, is it TikTok? It's a robot that would fight and support Trump, and then they forgot to pay their dues, or was it somebody else that I saw?
That was probably somebody else, man.
Somebody
I don't
else.
remember that.
Oh,
I would remember that.
there is an algorithm on TikTok where the Russians put in there to fight anything, and they forgot to turn it off. So somebody tweaked it, and then they say, "Sing us a song of the presidents," and it's like it generated exactly what they asked. I thought it was you and me, Johnny, that were talking about it.
Uh-uh.
Okay, so yeah, on TikTok there's an algorithm of like a
Or
robot.
maybe, or I was probably on drugs when.
There's a robot with the algorithm to fight and support Trump. And
Dang,
so,
and you don't share.
and I'm sorry, like I seriously thought we talked about it. It's like,
That
oh
was we were probably high on when we were talking about that topic.
no, we do talk a lot about different things. So yeah, and so they played around with this robot and said, "Sing us a song of the presidents," and it
Mhm.
did exactly what the programmers did, and it started writing songs. Maybe you could pull it
Jeez.
up, Johnny. It's like TikTok Russian robot that, and it's like the program the way it is, and it's in Russian, so it's kind of
Mhm.
crazy too. But anyways, let's move on.
Yeah, so I mean, so the new Minecraft movie. Have you guys were able to watch it?
I
No.
saw a glimpse of why it's breaking the news.
I wait for movies to become free on all the platforms I pay for. I can't afford to
No.
go to the movies.
So Topject's not paying enough.
Sometimes it doesn't pay enough. I barely pay for my streaming services.
No, so check it. So I went to go watch Minecraft this past weekend.
Mhm.
Good movie, good movie, I would say. And when I went to go watch it, I went with the wifey, and we went to go watch it together. And it was pretty rowdy. I mean, I get it. This was the Minecraft movie was it came out in 2011, or sorry, not the movie. Sorry, the
The
game
game.
came out in 2011. And I mean, in 2011, I was just like I was what in my early 20s, early 20s, and
I
when
was about to have
Minecraft
my
came
third
out,
kid.
say what?
I was about to have my third kid.
Yeah, you're already.
I hear you
Now
are playing Minecraft.
I know. Now you're here. What, with 20? I feel sad for your wife. You better give her a medal.
Yeah, no, so I was in my early
Best wife
20s.
ever.
Yes.
When this game came out, I'm sure everybody has played it, and here we are, what, like 14 years later, movie comes out. And so like opening weekend, it had hit 165 million dollars already on
Wow.
opening weekend.
Oh, wow.
I mean, that's a lot more than what Snow White ever did,
Let's
but
not talk about Snow White. I want my money back.
but I mean, this is Jack Black and Jason Momoa starring on it. But that's not what's breaking the internet. Is what the audience is doing. What's breaking the internet, and it is
I
the
mean,
craziest thing. What's going on? So,
Also, don't take your kids to watch this movie.
okay.
yeah, okay,
You're
okay.
gonna show us something? You're gonna show us something?
So yes, I am gonna share. Well, first off, do you guys know what chicken jockey is?
No.
Okay,
No.
so chicken jockey is a thing in Minecraft where a kid zombie is riding a chicken. That's a chicken
What?
jockey. And so
But the chicken isn't that big.
I know, but when you're talking about a kid zombie, the kid zombie is like a little baby zombie, sort
I don't
of.
think I've ever seen a kid zombie.
Yeah. And so that's called a chicken jockey. And it's
Like a
this
horse
certain
jockey.
scene, the certain scene in the movie where it just drives everybody crazy. So you're looking at kids, that are of age to be able to play and understand what Minecraft is. Teenagers
Mhm.
and these young adults that are
And
watching this movie,
40-year-old virgins that live with their parents.
and 40-year-old virgins that go too. So no, but you got people like us, that when we were in our early 20s playing the game, it's
I've never played
they,
Minecraft.
they now are going
I,
with the kids.
I didn't play it until my 30s, and that was just a couple of years ago.
Don't give him your age. You're 31.
But
I'm
anyways,
18.
yeah, so I have videos here of how crazy these especially the chicken jockey scene goes. And I will show a video here after I show this one. So this one's kind of like the news, kind of giving us a breakdown of like what's going on throughout the nation, how fans are reacting. But I also have a video that I'm going to share with you guys right after this, of a Minecraft fan bringing a real life chicken.
No.
Like this chicken
What
To the
jockey
movie
scene.
theater.
the freak?
What?
No
How do
way.
you sneak a chicken in the movie theater?
I don't know. I have no idea
A
how you do
guy?
that. Yeah,
How-
this guy, he like sneaks in a chicken. But let me play this video first.
I can see like a woman in a purse, but a guy would where? Under his coat? Like, come on.
Yeah. So and this is all nationwide. Let me know if you guys can see the video.
Yeah.
All right. So that's this is the scene right here. So I'll shut up here.
It's the latest rallying cry for millions of moviegoers.
Chicken jockey!
Those two little words sending teenage fans of a Minecraft movie into a frenzy, resulting in screaming, popcorn throwing, and soda flying through the air. In at least one case, the police have gotten involved, escorting some of the offenders out of theaters.
Yeah. So check this out. So this part, the reason why these guys are being escorted because they body slammed a movie theater employee.
What?
Because the movie theater employee came in, it's like, you guys are too loud. You guys need to stop it. I get that you guys get excited. It's a movie theater, but this
gotta
is
be kidding
getting
me.
way out of hand. These guys came up and body slammed this employee, and so that's why the cops got involved. It's the
What?
one it's the one scenario. Yeah. But
Okay.
it gets crazy and wild. So here I'll play the continue.
So
playing.
what
Yeah, let's
is
keep
a
watching.
chicken jockey?
Yeah.
The official definition, a child zombie who rides a chicken, of course. This morning, that craze around chicken jockeys causing one movie theater in New Jersey to take matters into its own hands, instituting a new policy. Minors will now have to have a parent or responsible adult with them.
Look at that. Movie theater says minors will have to come with a parent or responsible adult.
But what if the responsible adult is creating the chaos and the child's like, Daddy, siéntate, Daddy, siéntate.
The child is being the responsible one.
Daddy, no. I said, no, Daddy. And it's like,
You
Daddy,
promised
Sam,
you wouldn't do it in this theater. You promised.
you said you would behave, Dad.
You say you're
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
watch it till the end.
All right, check it.
if they want to watch the film. The Township Theater in Bergen County writing in a statement that a group of boys engaged in completely unacceptable behavior, including vandalism. They also received multiple complaints from other moviegoers who were trying to enjoy the film with their families.
The manager called us and said that the theater was in bad shape. He said, well, it's a terrible mess. There is lotion squirted all over the place.
Dude, lotion, like
Lotion? What the? I hope
popcorn
it was
everywhere,
lotion.
soda everywhere. Now lotion. Oh my
I hope it
gosh,
was
man.
lotion.
I guess everybody
And
has their
there's a
fetish.
row of seats that have been pulled out of the floor.
Based on the 2011 video game, the film has already grossed over $163 million in its opening weekend. Let's do this. Making it the biggest box office opening of the year. Jason Momoa spoke about filming the scene during the promotional tour.
You remember in the movie where I'm fighting the chicken jockey, which is hilarious. Dude, the chicken's just like buck buck. It hits its nose. I lost it because they didn't have that in there when I was doing it.
People go to movie theaters for the communal experience, and this is part of that. I mean, I know that what we're seeing in videos can be or appear to be distracting for cinema goers. But when you look at who's in the audience, it's filled with young kids who, at this point, are going to see this film for this moment. They're going to have fun.
Look at that. Like here in the background, I'm over here pointing at the screen like you guys can see me. But here, I'll point it with my mouse.
There we
But
go. I see it.
yeah.
Look, that's you, John.
Look
It's
at
the
that.
lotion.
You got
Oh,
popcorn flying, sodas. I
Lotion.
mean, oh my gosh, like these guys are crazy, like throwing stuff like I mean, if the movie theater I went to was this wild, I mean, granted, like when the chicken jockey scene came out, like there was some people that yelled out chicken jockey, but it wasn't this extreme. There
Chaotic.
was it was. I mean, there was a lot of clapping, a lot of laughing, a lot like there was some yelling, but it wasn't this wild.
Sorry I embarrassed you, Jessica.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, and then to top it off, here, let me show
I'm
you
still
the
baffled by the lotion. Like, why is there a
like
lotion?
why? Who is
no
bringing
man,
lotion?
that's not even nothing to be
It's
baffled
like
about.
squirt
What
it
do you got,
out,
Johnny
squirt it
boy?
out.
What do you got?
I got as a chicken, man, an actual live chicken. So
Oh my goodness.
watch. Y'all ready for this?
How did he even?
I'm
All
feeling
right.
like Jessica embarrassed.
And you could even hear everybody
Okay, go
yelling at
back.
the same time, chicken jockey. See. Right there, you guys see it? The chicken right here.
What?
What the heck?
Pet chicken.
Ain't no way, bro. Ain't no way.
Look at that chicken,
What?
dude. Somebody brought an actual chicken. Oh my gosh. Look at the aftermath, man. It's oh my gosh. Like they wrecked that whole movie theater. So here, let's watch it again. That chicken, bro. It's
That's crazy.
how do you sneak a chicken?
That
Look,
big of
he
a
doesn't have
chicken too.
Sweater. He doesn't have a sweater or anything. Like,
Somebody probably opened the back door to let him
I
in.
know. Here, let it in.
Mhm.
Dude, like, oh my gosh, man. Like these
Poor
these
chicken.
people. Yeah, I mean, like people went wild on the chicken jockey part. Like I got excited for it too, but I didn't bring a chicken or like throw popcorn or soda or anything, you know. It's just like, oh my gosh, chicken jockey, you know. But
I
that
can
was
see your
pretty much
wife
about
just
it.
slapping you and be like, "Muchacho, sit down." Okay.
Well, she was confused. She goes, "What's chicken jockey?" I'm just like, exactly what you're looking at. It's a kid zombie riding a chicken. And so that's what chicken jockey is.
Yeah, I quote Jessica. It's embarrassing me. I don't want to go to the movie theaters.
So
That's crazy.
if you have little ones going to
Don't go. Don't go.
go watch Minecraft, I think they're making it a rule throughout all movie theaters to you have to go with a responsible adult because you can't leave your kids by yourself on this one.
I know.
Yeah. I mean, it was an overall it was a great movie. You know, it was great. I laughed, had fun. I mean, Jason Momoa did an amazing job. Forget about sneaking in Canada to take a chicken.
So it has to
Dude,
be a group
hey!
effort because I want that chicken fried.
No, they
So
have a good
somebody has to
idea.
bring in the fryer.
They have an idea. You want eggs? Let's get the chicken.
That's all the eggs there, man. $20.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, so it was crazy and wild. Like when I was going through all my like feed, my social media feed, that was like the only thing that was popping out this whole week. And people are going back to watch it again and you know, just to yell out chicken jockey and um but it's a good movie. I think I would go watch it again. At first I was kind of a little iffy about it. I'm just like, I don't know if it's gonna be a great movie. And maybe I do like as we talked about or last week's you know, was it last week where we're like Johnny Tomatoes? Do my own Johnny Tomatoes instead of
Yes,
Rotten
Yes,
Tomatoes.
yes.
You need to start doing movie reviews.
I'll start doing movie reviews. So I mean, if we're doing Johnny Tomatoes, I'll probably give it like a 8.2 out of 10.
Yeah, it's all like
Okay.
it all started with Rachel Zegler. Like
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. So, I mean, Minecraft is a good movie. You know, just kind of watch the crowd that you're going with, because if you see a lot of teens and young adults, it's gonna be a crazy movie theater for you.
But I
And
guess
so,
aside the point that it's crazy, it's wild kids in there. I bet the energy is intense because everybody's like they
yeah,
grew up with this. They played it for so many hours. I know my wife has played it for probably hundreds of hours.
And
yeah,
you
I,
never
I
end. Like you're always building.
yeah, yeah. So I feel like everybody in the theater will have this like really
yeah.
passionate energy, and that's why they go so wild with
Mhm.
the chickens because they're like, "Shoot, I grew up with this."
Yeah, and the cool thing about this movie, I didn't know about this until after I got done watching the movie. So it was later on that night. So there is a scene where they have this pig with the crown. And so the kid that's with Jack Black goes, "Hey, like what's up with that? Like um what's this whole story about that?" He goes, "Oh, like no, they're like, is he a king?" And then Jack Black goes, "No, he's not a king, he's a legend." And so like at first I was like, what the heck? So because they just leave it like that and never explain it, never touch it back again. Like you see this pig once and that's it. Move on with the movie. But later on I
Okay.
found out that there was this kid who unfortunately passed away due to cancer. That I forgot what his name was. I think, or maybe it was the the Pig King. I think is what I can't remember. I'll look it up here in a bit. And so his whole uh like everything, like his logo. He played a lot of Minecraft, so his logo on YouTube, um, just everything about what he
Oh, his
did was,
tagger name.
yeah, his tagger name and everything was this pig with the crown. And so when this kid passed away, um, people on Minecraft were building statues of this pig with the crown, and apparently the producers didn't know about this kid until the kid that appears in the movie brought it up. Like, hey, we should do a
The
kind of
pig.
like a huh.
We should do the pig crown pig.
Yeah, yeah, we should do the crown pig, kind of like in memory of that kid that passed away. That
Okay.
because of this kid is what brought Minecraft together, and like everybody was watching this kid, and everybody like he's the one that brought players to Minecraft
Mm.
because he was playing it, and so they honored it, and that's why when this pig with the crown comes out, it's like, oh yeah,
A reference to the kid.
in reference to the kid, and like he's a legend,
That's
and then
cool.
they moved on, which I thought that was pretty cool. I'm like, oh my gosh, like I wish I would have known that going in, because I would have been like, oh, that's that's in memory, in loving memory of that kid that passed away, and that explains why they're like, it's not just a pig with the crown, he's a legend.
That's so cool.
Yeah, it
That's
was
so
pretty
cool that they
cool.
added him.
Yeah, yeah, it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool, and so. But yeah, I mean, fun movie. Like, definitely take your kids. It's fun to watch. Just just watch the time that you're gonna go, because if you go when all these teenagers and young adults are going, it's gonna be
So go early in
a
the
bumpy
morning. They're
ride.
still sleeping.
Yes, if you go early in the morning. I went around noontime, so the movie started like at 1 o'clock, I think it was. And so I mean, it was on a Sunday too, so it was mainly parents with kids, and so I mean, like the parents were like about my age, and so they understood a lot of the references. Um, but yeah, no, it was really fun. It was really fun to watch. So
That's cool.
I'm excited to go watch it. Just
mhm.
probably not in theaters. I'll still wait for it to become like available to stream.
You don't want to
Yeah.
get popcorn thrown at you. Dude, like
No.
there's been a lot of arguments of fights too, because like of all the popcorn throwing, and like because of that chicken jockey scene. Oh, and then to top it off, before the movie started,
Hmm.
there have been people who actually wrote speech
A
before
speech.
a speech, and so they would stand in front of the crowd and be like, "Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this movie's gonna change our lives," and then you just hear people booing, like, "No, boo!" Like, sit your ass back down.
I will have to
Sit
throw my
down.
popcorn at that dork. I'm sorry. Like,
Get
no,
down.
sit down. It's not
Yeah,
gonna change your life.
there's this one guy who actually like, cause like they wouldn't even get, at least 2 minutes in, before they're telling the crowd is telling them to sit down, that they don't want to listen to him. But there's
This
actually say
this
what?
mindset reminds me of when the Dark Knight Batman series would come out. Just the same vibe.
Ooh,
You
Yeah.
remember?
ooh. How
Yeah,
dare
and I
you?
mean, and
That's a
even
good
the
series.
Avengers, and even the Avengers, the movies, when people get
Oh,
crazy and
crazy.
loud, and same thing. So
Mhm.
Minecraft just, like
They became a legend.
yeah, I mean, they
Mhm.
became a part of these wild groups and like these wild movies. So it's definitely a fun vibe. I love being in those kind of scenarios, because it's like, you're part of history.
Yeah. I'll just watch from home. I have a 84-inch TV, so
There you go.
yeah.
Complimentaries from Off Topject. No.
Yes. There's an off-topic logo on the side.
There you go.
That's how you get a tax write-off.
Yeah, they gotta do
There
it.
you go.
I just put the sticker on. It's like, nope, off
Oop,
topic.
it's
Tax
on
write off.
top.
Not from
Not
China.
mine.
Let's talk about taxes and how you can write off everything.
Sweet, sweet. So what you got cooking for us also on our conspiracy theories?
Let's
All
get
right,
started.
so here's the deal.
Wait,
We
where's the song? I gotta get
wait,
dressed.
wait,
Okay.
you're not there, girl.
No, it's not tea time yet.
Let's eat that, girl.
Girl.
All right,
Alien? We should be saying alien?
alien. What? Wait, no. You're an
What?
American, right? You're not an alien.
I'm an alien.
Oh, Betty Trump. Got an alien. Got an alien over here.
I'm in Pocatello.
All right, fam. Well, let me tell you about where we are going to be heading today. So there's a place in the middle of the Nevada desert, and that is so secret, not so secret anymore, that regular people aren't allowed to even go near it. So it's called Area 51. I'm sure everybody has heard of it. Uh, it sounds really cool, and no, it's not a club. It might be. I don't know. Somewhere else.
There
But
is
in
a
Nevada,
club.
it's not.
It is
There's
in
a club
Utah.
in Utah.
Yeah, I think there's a club in Utah. So what makes this really cool, this area, is that the government didn't want to admit that it existed. We still don't know exactly what it is. We just know that it is it's a Air Force facility. So we're gonna dive into that mystery that the Nevada desert is holding. So let's roll the thing.
Ooh.
Oh man, I don't have my tinfoil hat. I'm gonna get controlled by an alien
You're the one that's
named
driving this
Rogue.
thing.
Yeah. What's up, man?
Yeah, I'm not prepared today.
Wait,
Yeah.
do we have to do the whole
All over again?
Wait,
all over again?
we have to do that all over again.
All
Do the
right.
thing.
Rewind.
All
I
right,
think
look, I got it. I got it.
Here we
I
go.
got it.
I think
There we go.
Off Topject needs to give us those tinfoil hats, Johnny boy.
With the logo,
Yes.
perhaps.
Off
I
Topject conspiracy.
overdrafted our bank account buying this
I
hat.
know. You gotta do 10 more episodes to pay for that hat. Thanks, Johnny boy.
Yeah, sorry guys, we're in negative with those NSFs now.
One merch at a time per 10 episodes.
Yes.
All right. So, what do you guys know about Area 51?
I know that when we Googled the area is grayed out, like blacked out. Like, you know how you do satellite views? It's like,
Mm-hmm.
there's nothing here. Move on, move on.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just know that it's like a research facility for like not necessarily aliens, but like high technology stuff. It's just stuff that are kept underground that we don't know of.
Plus, it's high security. Like, if you try to drive there and just show up, be like, nah, nah, turn around and go back. Or it's gonna be like Jessica, desaparecete.
I think you read that wrong, man.
No, it's like,
Let's show it
I
again.
was like, I did not see that in the comments.
Yep.
no,
What did I miss?
he's gonna make us disappear.
No, no te desesperes. No te desesperes. What'd you say? You say
What'd you say, man?
desaparezcas?
But no, it's like we're gonna disappear. It's like all that with all the chaos. But no, haven't people disappeared going in there?
I'm still here.
Have they?
Because there was like a big old some cloud guy was saying, "Everybody, meet me at Area 51."
Oh, back when we were supposed to do the raid, I was actually wanting to go do that
You
raid.
wanted to go?
Yeah, I wanted to go,
It's
but
the Pokemon raid on Pokemon Go.
and then I forgot, and then I saw it on the news, and then like, did you guys see that kid that did the Naruto run like on the cameras? Yeah, like the news reporter was reporting, and some kid decides to run like on the background the Naruto run, and it was like the funniest thing ever. Here, let me see if I could look
Did
for it.
people really show up when that raid?
Yeah, there was people that showed up, but it wasn't a lot. It wasn't a lot of the people that showed up, but there were people that did show up. Here, let me see if I could pull it up. But that was like the funniest thing ever.
Sorry. Oh, so we got you off track.
Off Topject.
Also, it's probably gonna be like, man, this is the last time I do this with you guys.
You don't even let me finish my sentence.
segment.
Let's see here. Oh, here it is. Here it is. I got it. Oh, that's not it right there. Where is the?
So what was the whole point of that raid? Like, what were they trying to achieve? I don't remember.
Okay, y'all ready? Sorry.
Yeah.
Do it.
We have to share this. We have to share this before you get into Area 51.
Let's go.
So this is it right here. Can you guys see it?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Hold on, give me a sec. We have to do the blind reaction.
Video now has been viewed at least 1.5
there you go.
million
Oh, hell no.
times, shared tens of thousands of times.
Wow. That looks exhausting. Not gonna lie.
I know, it's like Chidori.
Who would have known? And then while I was
This is the actual kid that made the
Let's
run.
start again. Let's start from the beginning. Because it's like, go back to the beginning of like the video is.
The video. Well, this is the kid that does the run, so he kind of talks about it, why he did it. But
past months now.
Already, this video now has been viewed at least 1.5 million times, shared tens of thousands of times. Even now, Time Magazine is talking about it.
The
That's
Time
so
Magazine
wild.
is talking about it. Chidori.
That's awesome.
so yeah, that's we had to talk about that, man. It was that.
Yes.
So go ahead.
Anyways,
Back on
Johnny. Well, you guys answered correctly. What you guys said was right. What happened in 2013 is the government started coming out saying that the facility was real.
It's like when you said the government came out. It's like, what? They come out of the closet? What's going on?
I think with this new president, I don't think they can. They have to stay in the closet.
Oh man.
So anyway, so there are some conspiracies.
Luckily, it came out in 2023.
I think if the government would have came out when they could, maybe they would have changed their name.
Yeah.
But it would have been awkward because they would have got another letter saying JK. Love, Daddy Trump. Yes. All right. All right. So there's conspiracy that this facility, since it's used, it was originally made to create and like airplanes and technology, like you were saying, Johnny Boy. Um, but there's conspiracies that they are reverse engineering some of the alien spacecrafts that have landed.
So
Or
wait, they have alien technology?
they say they have alien technology, but then other sources say that they don't have any alien technology there.
So aliens do exist?
Well, they have videos of aliens, or at least UFOs. They Let me see if I can find this video of an alien that was supposed to have been saved from a crash. So he was recovered, and I don't know how long they lived, or it lived.
That's where.
But the reason why I wanted to talk about Area 51 today is because today somebody was able to get into Google Maps and get close enough where. Let me share my screen.
What are you gonna say, Johnny Boy?
No, I was gonna say I swear if also pulls up like a Mexican or Salvadorian as an alien that they found. It's
Or what's that movie with Will Smith, Independence Day? See, here's the alien. That's Will Smith.
It's like we found an alien, and this pilot was dragging this alien across the desert. It's like, bro, that's Will Smith. This is Independence, bro. Independence Day.
It was so old that this new generation thinks it's real.
Probably that's AI.
What?
So they found this in Mexico.
That's an alien.
That's an alien, they say. But that's really not what I was trying to show you guys. I was trying to show you guys. Where is it? This thing. So on Google Maps, they found this really tall structure at Area 51. So they're like, what in the world is that?
I thought everything in Area 51 was grayed out, like in Google Maps.
I guess I mean, I can try to zoom in, but
I guess
really just gets
the
distorted.
government, when they cut the budget to cover these things, this was not in the budget anymore, so they
The
just
new
left
Trump
it out.
Tower.
Yeah.
It's Space Force. Johnny Boy, if you wouldn't mind playing that clip I sent you.
Yeah, I got you.
Sweet.
Let me.
That is crazy. It looks like kind of like a weapon, not like a tower.
It does both ways to me. To me, it looks like a death ray, like it's just a big weapon. But also, yeah, I mean, it could be a tower.
All right, here we go.
Strange things are often said to happen.
Let me know when to stop it, because it is. Yeah.
Oh no, just play it all. I mean, unless we just stop and talk about it, but just play it.
Near Area 51, but now something new has people talking, not just in.
Hey, where we at?
Yeah, off Topject trends.
Topject. Look, our friends.
All right, chat. If you got your tinfoil hat, let me know in the comments.
Look at us, trendsetters.
Tones of.
We're just missing Rome. Where is he at?
Rome.
Rome is underground.
Loudly.
He is underground.
Across the internet. Thanks to Google Maps, a peculiar structure has been spotted just miles from the infamous Area 51 military base. It's a tall, dark tower. But it's not just the tower that has sparked curiosity. It's what some claim is alien text etched into the landscape nearby. This isn't the first time Google Maps has revealed oddities, but this one, it looks like something straight out of a sci-fi film. And many people are wondering, is it real or just another digital fluke? Oh, and so let's break it down. The tower appears to be placed right in the middle of nowhere Nevada desert territory, desolate and dry, but when zoomed in on Google Maps, it clearly stands tall, casting a shadow that proves it's not just a graphical glitch. That shadow gives it away, and it's real. The surrounding area is just as mysterious. There are straight lines and patterns etched into the desert floor. Some call it alien text, comparing it to the glowing symbols from movies like Arrival or even E.T. Users on Reddit and TikTok were quick to jump on the mystery. Videos featuring the coordinates racked up thousands of views. Viewers insisted the markings weren't natural and definitely not something easily explained away by erosion or tire tracks. The excitement isn't just about the tower itself, it's about what it represents. The idea that something so close to one of the most secretive military bases in the world could be so visible, yet so unexplained, has sparked the imaginations of millions. Using Google Street View, users tried to get a closer look, but like most areas surrounding Area 51, high-resolution access is restricted. You can only zoom in so far before the images blur out, and any attempt to move around the landscape is cut off by limited coverage. Some speculate this is intentional. After all, yes, this area has long been surrounded by secrecy. Even on satellite view, the images flicker slightly when zoomed too close to the tower. That subtle distortion is enough for conspiracy theorists to claim tampering, but others say it's just part of how satellite imaging works, a normal artifact of how Google stitches images together. For decades, Area 51 has been the focal point for UFO sightings, alien rumors, and secret government programs. From Roswell crash theories to the testing of experimental aircraft, the base has remained both a real facility and a mythological landmark in American pop culture. People have always believed that Area 51 holds secrets, and this new image only fuels that fire. If the military is testing new tech, why build a tower in plain sight? If it's nothing, why does it look so strange? And most importantly, why is it surrounded by symbols no one can seem to decode? Plenty of theories have flooded social media. Some say it's a type of communications tower used for experimental purposes, possibly tied to the HARP program or advanced radar systems. Others insist it's a decoy meant to confuse amateur sleuths and redirect their attention. One user suggested it's just a utility pole or weather station blown out of proportion by the power of internet storytelling. But then there's the group that fully believes this is proof of something extraterrestrial, and that the government has been using these remote outposts to make contact, or hide evidence for decades. Of course, not everyone buys into the mystery. Skeptics argue that Google Maps is full of distortions and random artifacts, especially in remote areas. They say that what people are calling alien text is likely just overlapping stitching from satellite photos or old test patterns used by survey teams, and the tower may be just a power relay. A tall one, yes, but nothing out of the ordinary for people who understand desert infrastructure. Still, believers point out that explanations like these always show up, and often they're more dismissive than convincing. But this strange tower near Area 51 isn't the only anomaly stirring up curiosity. Over the years, Google Earth has revealed plenty of eyebrow-raising sights. From what looks like a massive pentagram in a remote region of Kazakhstan to a ship mysteriously parked deep in the middle of a desert. Even patterns resembling crop circles and supposed underwater ruins off the coast of Japan have fueled conspiracy forums worldwide. Some viewers believe these images are leftovers from secret projects, forgotten Cold War facilities, or just cleverly placed distractions. Others are sure they're proof that our world holds secrets far beyond what we're told. In the end, maybe Google Earth isn't just a map, maybe it's a window into the unknown. Whether you believe in aliens, government cover-ups, or just human curiosity pushing the limits, one thing's for sure is that these images keep the internet talking and the mystery alive, whether it's a natural formation, a man-made test site, or something not meant to be seen. One thing is clear: this discovery has struck a chord with people across the globe. As more eyes turn to tools like Google Earth, who knows what else we'll uncover? One strange tower could be the tip of the iceberg, and maybe, just maybe, we're not as alone or as informed as we think. This is Mark Myers reporting for Texas News Studio. What are your thoughts? Is this tower just a weird structure in the desert or something far more mysterious? Let us know in the comments below, and don't...
All right.
Yeah. Wild, isn't it?
Yeah. It's crazy though, because if they forgot it, like, I don't know. I think Google, what is it? Google World Map or whatever. It just puts little things so that it can stay relevant. It's just looking for clout.
He's just looking for clout. Oh my god. Do it for the clout.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I don't know. There's just so much mystery going on out there in Area 51. Like I don't even question it anymore because it's just like there's a lot of like loopholes to jump through, and I mean, like with so much with so much out there of the unknown, it's very easy to jump into conclusions without even
Mm-hmm.
knowing, without even like without any facts, because there's really no facts or anything, and I mean, Lex here says, now there's your conspiracy, lol, Google is just making stuff up. I mean, yeah, don't believe the internet, right?
Yeah. Google just wants to stay relevant. It's like every
It
celebrity.
is.
Yeah. Yeah, Google's the next Haley Bieber, so
Yeah. He's trying to stay relevant. It's like, oh, everybody's using GPS now. Quick, put something out.
Yeah, really. But yeah, no, Area 51 is where I'm just like, it would be cool to see what's actually inside of it and
Yeah.
kind of explore it and see what the government has been hiding for decades.
Yeah.
But I mean, I know it's not gonna happen, and just kind of speculating makes it fun. So
Well, and they say that they're reverse engineering alien technology. It's like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
So there's a conspiracy that because of the Roswell incident, so this was an incident that happened in 1947 where um, we were testing some a weapon, a sound weapon, I believe it was, and supposedly this alien ship came in, didn't know that we were using this type of weapons. It got caught in our like sound wave bullets or whatever it is, and it crashed in Roswell. And they recovered this ship. Okay, Johnny Boy, I put a link on the
Must have
on
been a
our chat.
nosy neighbor. It's like, oh, let's go see. A ver qué están haciendo estos.
Yeah, literally, that's what they say. And so this is the body that they recovered.
Oh.
there's no audio, right?
No, there's no audio.
You must be a girl. Look at those feet. Oh wait. How many toes? How many toes? How many toes?
I don't know. Probably if there's an extra one, I think they pay you more.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that a sixth one right there?
I don't
One,
know.
two,
It looks
three,
weird.
four,
This looks
five,
like a web
six. It
feed.
looks
Five.
6. It looks like 6.
It looks like web
shoot.
feed too.
Let's see. Let's go back. Right there. Yeah, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That little pinky one is. Yeah.
Ugh.
Little Pinky went to the market.
Whoa, creepy.
Ugh.
How many fingers on that hand?
Couldn't see.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if I could pause it like right at a good moment. One. Nope, that's definitely not.
No, but it has a beer
No.
belly.
Johnny has a fetish with feet.
I gotta post videos up on my feet finders, so I mean, you guys want to follow me on feet finders?
Follow
Wait,
Johnny Boy on
What
Feet
is
Finder.
that? What's Feet Finder?
You take pictures of your feet and sell them online.
You gotta be kidding me.
Yeah,
Don't look it- You're gonna need My Little Pony if you look it up.
No, I'm okay, you guys. You guys keep that stuff. Oh my goodness.
Yep, I have an OF page and a feet finders page, so look me up. It's the reason why I still have a daytime job.
He's saying, "Look, there's a Dorito in there. There's a Dorito in there." Ugh.
So what happened to this alien? Like, did it
From the crash?
crash?
Mm-hmm. They say that there was 2 bodies that they recovered. Obviously, this was the dead one. There's another one that he lasted a couple of years.
Shoot.
How'd you find this
Before dying.
information out?
I'm brown. I hop borders is what I do.
Hey, let's keep it down. I want to know what they're talking about.
Seriously, me too.
It's like, ¿qué piensas que come para la panza, Ira?
Mm-hmm.
Is it?
It's good for Thanksgiving. He's full.
Hear that or
Shut up! Imagine it was pregnant and it comes out like aliens. Like,
oh, it's like
nah, it looks like a constipation belly.
Yeah, sir, that's private. No meet us. No meet us. It's like, okay, let's look again.
Maybe it changed since the last time we looked.
Oh my goodness!
The only action he's getting.
I'm done.
Now the real question is bro married? It's not even about the Area 51, the alien anymore. It's like, is bro married? You know.
Oh, that reminds me of a video that I gotta find. Hold on just a second. But yeah, it's like that guy kept going back there, like let's see what's going on.
No, I mean, these aliens are crazy. I think there's new footage out there that I kind of was looking at that they found aliens in 4K underwater, so and out at sea. And so here, I gotcha.
Okay, now I have this video that we have to share because it reminded me a lot of that. We'll end it there. Johnny Boy, you want to share this?
Yeah, I gotcha.
That video reminded me of this skit.
I swear, if it's like a Feet Finders.
No. It's Saturday Night Live.
Saturday Night Live is hilarious.
I know. It just that skit where the man kept going in there and looking. It's like, Senor, get away from there.
Oh man, do you think he ever talks about this? How
Actually,
he
he goes back a couple times and does the skit, but they come out with different things. So he has done this skit multiple times. So every time
I think that lady raped him in camera. He couldn't say no. That nose, that was a dangerous sized nose.
Yeah,
he was over there trying to hold it together.
Yeah, but he should put his face in his butt, though.
That was commitment. I gotta give it to her.
This is why aliens don't invade us, because we do stupid crap like this.
I believe that this is why they isolated us from the rest of the universe.
We could be so advanced, but no, we got stuff like that, and it gets all the sound waves and all that gets sent out to space. It's like, nope, we're not going.
They're not ready. They're not ready.
Yeah.
They put their faces in their butts. You sure you want to go to Earth?
Do you see? That's where their food waste comes out of.
And then they take pictures of their feet.
For sure. Oh man. But y'all ready for tea time?
Tea time.
I'm ready for tea time.
Let's go get some tea time.
All right.
Yeah.
The world tariffs have affected my face mask.
It only comes half now.
Yes. Where did Oso go?
I don't know. He's probably getting ready.
There he is.
There he is. Yeah, just rocking out the new shower cap now.
I like it.
Ooh, look at that new shower cap. All right, I have to get my. Ooh, this is a charcoal mud mask. I can't do this one.
No,
this is for afterlife. I don't want to get. Look at you being blackface.
No, we don't talk about that.
I don't want to be canceled.
So, hey, I've been listening to a bunch of things. You know P. Diddy, right? And all the drama he's going through.
Oh,
Who?
yeah.
P. Diddy.
Who's that?
The Didster.
Oh, the diddler.
Diddler.
Yeah. So, do you know he has a son named Christian Combs?
Mm-hmm.
And guess what?
He's diddling people.
The apple does not fall far from the tree.
Well, I thought you were gonna say that the apple doesn't fall far from the diddle.
Same thing. So huge allegations of like him drugging people, trying to take advantage of them. One story that I was listening to was a girl that's a yacht stewardess, like, you know, they're like, oh, take care of that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Hello, what is this? What is this?
Name, bro. Shows
Look at my glasses. I don't believe this.
Put your glasses on.
I got my glasses. Is that Rome, girl?
That's
Girl,
Rome.
where have you been? All we heard is you're underground in a parking.
Oh man, it was interesting. The thing is, when I first got my CDO, my trainer
Hold
was
on. But before we get into that, we have to do this.
E non tu gorra prescia non ti struie solo a guardare.
Oh, he's gone.
Oh,
He
he's gone.
offended
Oh,
him.
we scared him.
Oh, shoot. We see the silhouette. Oh, there he is.
Oh, there's a smile. I like.
Oh, look at this silhouette. Hold on. So when I first got my CDL, right, my trainer was telling me, he says, we're doing this load, right? You can't drive. I'm like, I have my CDL, why can't I drive? He's like, no, no, it's not that you can't drive. I won't let you drive. And I'm like, why? Like, this is great for me. This is great. And he goes, no, no, no. Where we're going, not many people can navigate through, right? Because it looks like you don't know your sense of direction. And I was like, wow, that's rude,
Area
right?
51.
I wish. But we get here, right? And I'm like, oh, that's what's up. I can drive around here. I guess this is around a lot of trucks. He doesn't want me to make a mistake. Nah. He makes a turn and another turn and another turn. And I'm like, where are we going? So I sit in the passenger seat. And I'm watching all of it. And he starts driving into a rock. I'm like, bro, you're going to hit a wall. You're going to hit a wall. You should probably stop right now. He goes, no, no, no. The door opens. There's a door. So there's the door, it moves. And you barely
Mm.
see it because it's like super dark. And all of a sudden, it's like trailers and trucks underground. I'm like, what? And then
Mm.
we're driving for like about a good 5 minutes inside. And I'm like, what? Where are we? He's like, yeah, this is the reason why I wouldn't let you drive. Other than that, I would let you drive whatever you want to do. I don't care. We get under there and I lose service automatically.
Mm.
Is
Done.
that was when, because we were talking on the phone before we went live. Is that what
Yeah,
happened? Yeah.
exactly that. And
Mm.
was it Area 51? Is wild. Call it Area 49. So I do have a video that I have made when I was down there, but
Share it on the TikTok. We got
I'll
TikTok
share
now.
it. I'll share it on the TikTok. It's crazy, but like that was 8 years ago. 8 years ago when I had drove here for the first time. This is a sign. I don't know what it is, but this is a sign. Has to be. Has to be. Look,
What's the sign that we need
Yeah,
to go underground for World War III or?
no,
Tariffs are coming, and we need to go underground.
it's a sign that we need to
no.
drive underground.
I think this is the end of driving trucks for me. Something's about to happen.
You're
Whoa.
getting
There's
married.
no way.
Mm.
This, how you have the Mandela effect and all that, that, and the third, right? When I first started driving trucks, I had nothing but like I don't know $100, and I didn't know what to do with it or whatever. Now it's like we're in a business and everything, so it's like if I don't make the shift sooner than later, I'll miss the window. Something has to happen. I just don't know what. I don't know how. I don't know when. I just know something has to happen right now.
Dang.
It's
Well,
time.
keep us updated, man.
It's time. I'll
So,
tell you. I
it
was
seems like off topic has to happen right now.
There's a lot going on at one time, and I'm just like, this is the sign. There's never a moment in time where you end up at the exact place you started, unless it's your what did Spider-Man and Spider Universe call it? Something event, canon event.
Canon event. Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
This is the
Yes.
canon event. This is the canon event
Wait,
for
I'm
real.
sorry. Your uncle's dying?
No, Uncle's dying.
I'm all
The
confused.
canon event is not necessarily something that is gonna be bad. It's just something that alters your life. That one moment just changes everything. Today,
Well, hopefully it
I went
changes for the
back
best.
into the same place I started. Oh
Oh, so
yes,
I mean, so it's changing in a not in a good way then. If you went back to where you first started, right? That's
I
what
would
you're
have
saying.
to. I would have to agree. I
Shoot,
don't know what's gonna happen, but look, the shift is gonna be interesting. I'm gonna tell you that.
we're gonna start a GoFundMe account for Rome. No, we you got
The
this, man. You
new
got
life.
this. Head up, man.
We'll have to change your segment to "Where is Rome?"
Where is Rome?
Look, it's about to, it's about to happen. Look, I'm telling you. And the theory is this. The theory is this. Whatever I do next month or so is gonna be something that's gonna be bigger than this. Like this is just a small thing, a shift, or so we say. I have to be all in on that idea, or that idea doesn't work.
Hmm.
That is the logic, fellas. But I wanted to say something on my section, man. Last time we talked about special education, you know. Um, let me tell you why I became the kid I became. You know, because there was a story behind that.
Mm.
It was sixth grade when I had a 4.0.
Mm.
I had a 4.0 in sixth grade. But I was such a bad kid or acting bad or something like that. They didn't honor it. I was like, wow, how do you unhonor an honor roll student? That was just crazy. So here I am, 4.0, sitting next to a buddy of mine, and he goes, Rome, you got a
Wait,
4.0, right?
were you in like? Was this like the special ed sixth grade class, or was
Nah, this was regular school. Hold
okay?
on. Let me
Okay.
slide my phone sideways real quick to see if that helps. No, it doesn't. Anyway, we going back to the other side. So I was in regular school. Regular school. I was among you guys.
But isn't special ed in regular school?
Cause that's like hidden in the corner of regular school.
You're not wrong,
That
man. You're not wrong. Also,
that's not regular school. Side note before I do this, because it's gonna be a fun one. Have you ever seen two special ed kids fight?
Yes, in South Park.
Okay, so
I've seen. Okay, so when you say fight, like elaborate more on fight, because fights could mean
Hmm.
so many
Hmm.
different things. I've seen them argue. I've seen arguments, which it's yeah, like which I'm not proud to say this, but like growing up with friends, we've instigated a lot of those. But
What?
look, that part.
Johnny.
When I
arguments. I'm not
was
Anyway,
saying fist fights. I'm not saying fist fights. I'm saying arguments,
Johnny.
bro. Yeah,
when
no,
I was in
I would instigate Rome's fight. No.
when I look, check this out. When I was in that class for the week, right? The kid with the helmet was fighting with the kid with Down syndrome. And surprisingly, the kid that had the helmet, I knew him because after school, I would go to my homie's crib and then I would see him. And his name was Karan. And he would wear the helmet because he was always the kid that was most likely to run into a wall because he thinks he can go through it like Harry Potter.
Mm.
Yeah.
wait, Harry
And
Potter can go through walls.
What was your
l-
ability?
mine's
Yeah.
was the ability to perceive the future. But
Here's a little off topic though. Like, if you had superpowers, what would it be?
oh,
Hmm.
mine's is easily to be like to fly. That's it. I don't have any super strength or nothing like that. I just could fly.
I would want teleport.
I
Teleport.
Yeah.
Growing up, I've always admired the Silver Surfer. I don't know if you guys know who that is.
Hmm.
he's got pretty cool powers.
But you
So
got to be on that surfboard the
that's
whole
fine.
time.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I'll teleport over to Rogue, hide his surfboard, they take his surfboard, teleport to wherever, hide it in a whole different planet, and then teleport back to Earth, and then Rogue's gonna be like, "Hey, have you seen my surfboard?" Be like, "No, man, I didn't.
No.
I haven't seen it."
But that's the thing is the Silver Surfer travels through galaxies in the universe and stuff like that.
But how would you know where your surfboard is?
It has a beacon,
You,
dude.
you wouldn't be able to travel anyways because you don't have your surfboard.
No, he can fly without it.
You can fly without it?
Nah, I thought he was grounded.
Yeah, I thought that was like the whole point of Silver Surfer.
He was stuck on that board for the rest of his life because he worked for a celestial.
Yeah, but he can find ways. He'll call the Celestial and be like,
I mean, you can find another surfboard.
"Give me another one."
You
Give
may
me
not be
another
the
one.
Silver Surfer, but you can be the surfer.
just Surfer.
The
But yeah,
surfer.
like that's one of the like even now it's like I didn't like the movie that they made of the Silver Surfer, the Fantastic Four, because it's like they made him so weak. So, but anyways, yeah. Back
Oh, off Topject. They're making another Gambit, and that Gambit that you don't like is coming out.
Oh no!
Channing Tatum.
Yeah,
you
he's
gotta be
he's
kidding
gonna
me.
dance
Like, come on, no.
dance his way to your heart with
Bro,
all the cards.
I can't
It's
stand his
making me
voice on
angry.
there.
My face is just gonna peel off right now. Like really, like his
My name is Jeff.
his
That
accent
sounds
was
that
bad.
sounds French, right? For
My name is
Gambit.
Jeff.
My name is Jeff.
No,
That
why?
sounds
Why?
French.
No. They should have actually gotten an actual Frenchman. I'm sure they could find a muscle Frenchman somewhere out there that could actually play.
Who's deciding this? We need a vote. Like, I'm sorry, but
I
he
swear,
really
if it's Deadpool, man, if it's what's his name from Deadpool, Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, I think he's the one that's pushing it.
We'll have to cancel him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, talk about Ryan
Oh,
Reynolds.
Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper. Talking about Ryan Reynolds, I didn't realize that the whole internet hates still his wife. What is her name?
Blake Lively.
Blake
Lively.
Uh-huh.
So apparently she did the movie The Best of Us or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And like the person that was in charge of this was like literally in the hospital, like I think they was dealing with cancer, and she stole the movie and like just showed it to everybody.
Oh yeah, Blake Lively is that's what I was saying last week. If
I didn't know this. Like, what a jerk move!
Yeah, really jerk move. And that's why I was
segment.
that's why I was just like, we need to throw Rachel Zegler, Blake Lively, what's that girl, Johnny Depp's ex,
Amber Heard.
Amber Heard, yeah. We need to just throw them in the island somewhere, and just let them
There is
be.
an island of like island, where is it, in the Philippines, where it hasn't been colonized, and they just kill everybody that goes, or unalive. They unalive everybody that goes in there.
Oh, is that the one where they just like wasn't somebody just went to jail?
Yeah,
because they went to that
yeah.
island because
He's
they
an
left the coke.
He's an American streamer, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think he's like from Oklahoma or somewhere in like Midwest area.
Oklahoma.
These people don't come back from that island.
Well, no, he did, but he left. He left was it a Coca-Cola? I think it was a Coke
Yeah,
can.
there's a coke can.
It was a Coke can. So India came down and arrested him, and so now he's in jail in India for 5 years. I was like,
Yeah.
you dummy! Like, why would you do that? Like,
No, so it's like, I don't know. I just don't. That was a horrible move, and it's like, I think we need to cancel those celebrities like that. So,
yeah.
sorry, Rome, we got you out of your thing. Now that you're eating, it's your turn to talk.
I was listening.
Yeah.
I was like watching a movie. Where was I? I know where I was. Hold on.
You were at 4.0, and it's like nobody wanted to honor your 4.0.
No. We were past that. We were past that because he was talking about seeing the future is what it was.
Mm.
No, I
Predicting the
know where it's
future.
at. I got the
Yeah.
future events here.
I got you. I got you, man.
Two
Oh
specialized
yeah,
people
back to see
fight.
my superpower.
Yeah. Because then we went from superpower to like celebrities
Also,
and.
doesn't matter. Also, you're
I
like
don't-
super strong. That's what that is, because you wouldn't call yourself also if you were super strong.
Yeah, I didn't know
I
that
think that's
also
what
used
that
to
is.
be a gym jockey there. Or what is
No,
it? Gym rat.
what,
Gym rat.
Chicken jockey? Is that what you said? Chicken jockey?
chicken jockey?
Chicken jockey!
Where's my popcorn? I need to throw stuff.
Where's
my chicken?
I'm getting like this super cracky noise on my side of the phone. Do y'all hear that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
Probably me.
Oh, there he goes. Dude, that face. We need a screenshot.
Oh dang!
Dang it, we missed it.
Now we know why the staticky sounds
That's right.
happen.
That's right. We got it live. We got it live. So it's gonna be
For
on
reals, we can. Yeah.
But look at
We'll
it.
add it to the
Look at
Roma.
it.
Let's put it on When in Rome.
When in Rome. There we go. We have it there. No. So
What just
switching
happened?
gear-
I don't know. You
I
disappeared.
don't know. You just like you're gone, dude. You're
Smile for us.
I still don't
I'm
see you.
smiling. What do you mean?
We don't see you.
yeah. Your camera just
Oh,
went pitch black.
goodness gracious. Wait. No.